Hey everybody, it's Denise back with Keto with Denise, and we're going to talk about keto, what to eat on keto. It's one of the most commonly asked questions. Why? Because people think it's so hard. It's not. It's really simple. It's everyday foods that you're eating already anyway. You're cutting out some things, yes, but you're maintaining a whole wealth of great foods. So let's take a look at this list. Short video, but at the same time, very helpful for you if you want to start the keto journey. For those of you that are already on the keto journey, then some of this, all of this you should know, but just in case you don't, I think you'll learn some things too. So let's just look at this board. You see that there's a lot of food here and a lot of ideas that you can do around these foods and being able to make sure you're getting in enough nutrients for your body. So that's going to come in all of these different categories. So let's just start here. Cheese and dairy, yes, it is keto friendly all day long because you're going to get some great quality fats. And when we talk about quality fats, by the way, we're talking about making sure we're eating organic, pasture raised. Why is that? It's just a cleaner way of eating. We like the fact that the foods are, the soil that these foods are grown in is better. The processing of these foods is much better for your body. So heavy whipping cream, almond milk, sour cream, eggs, yogurt, zero sugar yogurt. You want to look at that and make sure you read the ingredients, not the banana and strawberry flavored yogurts. We're not talking about that. We're talking about Greek yogurt that doesn't have any sugar added to it. Look at the carb counts in it and you'll know that. Cheese. Now cheese, we say you want to buy cheese in block. The shredded cheese has stuff added to it to make it not clump together or stick. There's a name for it that escapes me right now, but you want to avoid the shredded cheese in the bags and things like that and shred it yourself. That's the best way to get your cheese in. And then, as I mentioned, I've got eggs up here twice, probably because I eat a lot of eggs. And by the way, we'll talk in another video. We'll talk about cholesterol, but does not affect you when you're eating eggs. So just make sure that it's organic, pasture raised. Lots of stores are stocked with these selections of foods. Okay. Let's go, we're going next to our fruits, and we want to make sure our fruit is organic for the same reason. There's so many pesticides and things that are sprayed on our fruit, especially when it comes to berries, that get in your body and wreak havoc on your body. So let's look at the organic fruits. Avocado. Yes, avocado is considered a fruit. Lemon, lime, raspberry. Your number, when you're looking at berries, get them in this order. We have a video that talks about the different content or nutritional content of berries and are they good for keto? But yes, they are. In this order: berries, blackberries, strawberries, blueberries, and you'll be fine. So just make sure they're all organic, especially berries, because they're so heavily sprayed. So get the organic ones. Nuts and seeds. In this order, by the way, because I want you to look for organic, but there's one more thing I want you to look for when you're buying nuts. Make sure the ingredient is solely that nut, or if you want them salty, just that nut and salt, because you're going to find a lot of these nuts have been processed with palm oil and all of these different soybean oil and things like that. You want clean eating, organic, plus the sole ingredient is that nut. Not only that, I want you to consume them in this order. Pecans, because they do not raise your glycemic index as much as other nuts do, and they are really delicious. You can add them with your salads and get in some good fat. Walnuts, macadamia nuts, almonds. These don't raise the glycemic index as much as other nuts. Stay in that order that you're consuming the nuts and you'll be great. You're getting the great fat, you're getting some protein, and of course, very low to no carbs when you're eating those. Let's go to fat sources. These are great sources for added fat in your diet. Remember, keto is high fat, moderate protein, low carbs, and lots of veggies. That's what we call healthy keto. So in our fats, you're going to look for organic, unrefined. You want to make sure that you're getting the purest form of these oils, like your olive oil, avocado, and coconut oils. Very good sources to prepare your meals with, prepare salad dressings with, drizzle over food. It's going to be, it adds great flavor. The butter is grass-fed. That's why we say, well, actually, let me know grass-fed butter. That's very important. We want to make sure that we're doing butter, not margarine, not this stuff that it tastes like butter, not all of that. I can't believe it's butter. This, we want pure grass-fed butter, okay? Ghee, MCT oil, mayo, we want to make sure it's soybean free. Hard to find, but you can find organic mayo, believe it or not. Peanut butter, again, the sole ingredient. You want organic peanut butter, not the stuff that's just sprayed with pesticides. If you're going to eat the peanut butter, make sure it's organic and make sure the ingredient is just peanut butter. That's it. Just the peanut butter, not all these. You'll find a whole list of ingredients and you'll see sugar, names for sugar mixed in with these peanut butter brands. Avoid that. Just look for one that says peanut butter, salt, if you're going to get the salted brand. Otherwise, it's just peanut butter, okay? And of course, nuts are a good source of fats. That's why we point you right back to that category, okay? Before we head on to the other side, let's just look at zero carb drinks. People always ask, what can I drink on keto? Well, listen, the number one thing we want to consume is water because your body needs it. It doesn't need a gallon of water, but it certainly needs water every day. So make sure you're consuming enough water. You can do coffee on keto. You can add your heavy whipping cream to your coffee, not all these other sugar-laden flavors that are out there. Tea unsweetened or sweetened with an approved sweetener. We've got another video that talks about approved sweeteners on keto that you can simply use those as well. Club soda and sparkling water. On the sparkling water, because there's so much stuff out there that's flavored, and then you look at the ingredients, you see sugar in it. So you want to make sure that if you're going to go with sparkling water, make sure that there is no hidden sugar, carbs, and all of that in that flavored water, okay? Great. Now, notice that our vegetables are organic vegetables, number one, but look at the laundry list. This is just a snippet of these categories, by the way. There's a link. If you click the link below, it's going to give you the entire list of foods that you can eat on keto. And by the way, these are your ingredients for some awesome desserts, recipes, and things like that that you can crank out of your own kitchen and still eat the foods that you enjoy today in a different way, okay? So you will not run out of ideas with vegetables. Remember, on keto, our focus is 7 to 10 cups of veggies. I do a lot of salads because one, I love salads, but I also know that I'm getting in a lot of vegetables every day to get in my 7 to 10 cups. There's another video we did on fasting that tells you, how you measure out these cups based on your fasting schedule. So you can get it in. It's not impossible. So looking at all of our vegetables that are keto friendly, tell me in a comment below what are your favorites and how you're able to manage getting in your cups of vegetables in a healthy keto, okay? All right, so let's move on to meats and poultry. It's really everything that you see: chicken, beef, pork, lamb, veal. We just want to make sure it's organic, grass-fed, okay? And that's where you're going to be able to have the variety of foods. Yes, bacon is allowed. Beef, people say, what is beef bacon? Well, I don't eat pork personally. I don't eat it, but I've found a very good beef bacon. And now people say there's no such thing. Well, trust me, it is delicious. But the bottom line is I get to eat the meats and poultry that I like. So when you look at this, you'll see a whole list of items. But here's what I want to point out. Chicken, yeah, it's one of the dirtiest meats that you can eat. That's why we absolutely want it to be organic. If you're going to eat it, make sure it is organic because there's so much stuff and how it's processed and how it's fed, grain fed. When you see vegetarian fed, that means it's grains, and we don't do grains on keto. So if we eat the meat, we're eating the grains as well. So be careful about that. Grass-fed is important for us. Seafood, the list goes on and on with seafood. If you're a huge seafood lover, then you are in heaven with this list of seafood that you can eat. Just make sure that it's wild caught. You got enough stuff that's in the waters that we contend with, but farm raised, terrible. They're feeding them the same grains that they're feeding the chickens and the hogs. So you want to make sure that you are getting wild caught. It's cleaner portion of your seafood, okay? So taking a look at this, you notice that there is a lot of information here in terms of the food that you can take in. You want to make sure though that it's clean, and people say, well, that's so expensive, that's too expensive. Your health is important. And when you start doing intermittent fasting with keto, you're cutting back on the number of times you're eating anyway, and you're saving money. Your grocery bill is going to shrink from the variety of foods you were eating out and the type of stuff you were eating to eating clean, believe it or not. Okay? So, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Hi, if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And by the way, click the bell too so that you'll be notified when there's new content like this. Thank you again for watching.